Hello everybody, my name is Allison and today I'm going to be talking about why I'm choosing to self-publish my first novel, Dark Radiance. And I have about 5 reasons, but I'll get into them. This is a very personal decision. I have nothing against traditional publishing. I first started out wanting to traditionally publish my novel, Dark Radiance, and I have since decided to self-publish because of these reasons. The first reason is the experience slash the challenge of self-publishing. I've been learning a lot about self-publishing through the 6 years I've been writing Dark Radiance, and for me at first I was really hesitant about self-publishing. I didn't think I could do it, but now as I learn more about it and learn what it takes and what I need to get done, who I need to hire, and talking to a person that I personally know who has self-published, I think that I'm really capable of doing it, and I really want the experience of self-publishing under my belt because I think it's just a really cool experience that you can have. And for me personally, I think it's harder to traditionally publish and then self-publish, and then go into traditional. I know a lot of authors who have done that. Kiera Cass has self-published The Siren before she got the selection deal on those books, and then they redid The Siren's cover and rebound it and sold it through her publisher, Sasha Alsberg and Lindsay Cummings. They definitely had a bigger following than me, but they did self-publish Zenith, and then they were picked up, and they've had great success. There's been a lot of other people who have. I think it's a very doable thing, and I think it's becoming more of a normal to self-publish your book rather than traditionally publish. I think it's pretty even grounds on who does both each year, and I think I really want to experience that, and I want to push myself, and I want that rewarding feeling of knowing that I put out my book and I did everything for my baby, and I got the editors, I chose the cover art, and I just get to do all of that. The second reason kind of goes back to the experience, but it's the control. I am a type A control freak. It's really bad. I try to work on it, but I'm really big into if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it right the first time. I'm going to control it, and I want it all to be perfect. So for me, I wanted to control like the cover art and the way the book sits in, or the words sit on the page when it's formatted, and all of this different stuff, and control if it's a series or if it has novellas. And I feel like when I am pitching my book, I'm having to say this is a standalone, but it has possibility of a novel, because you don't always get to assign your second book to the first book, and I don't want to ever just leave a book series unfinished, and I think that's something that really appealed to me of self-publishing. Also, I don't want anyone picking apart the book, because I feel like the pieces that I love the most in the book are going to be cut, and they're pieces that my beta readers love the most as well, and I feel like I'm not going to have a big enough voice or big enough say in what gets cut out of a book when it happens, because I've had beta readers. I've had about 6. I wanted a big number but a small number at the same time. I didn't want it to be huge, so 6 was just the right number for me, and all my beta readers have really enjoyed it, and they said the structure of the book is perfect and there's nothing that's like bogging down the story. So I feel like I would have to cut something, and I would not be very happy about it, and I would have an absolute meltdown if I had to cut something from my book that is just so near and dear to my heart. So the control aspect is very much a big part of me self-publishing. My third reason for self-publishing would be the marketing and creative freedom that comes with it. So whenever you publish, no matter if you're self-publishing or traditionally published, you're going to have some sort of marketing that you're doing. For me, I already created my website. It's not live yet, but I did create my website. It will be live in August, and I will let you guys know about that. I also have my Tumblr, and my YouTube channel. And so I think it just gives a really creative outlet to how I want to market my book, how I want to give snippets to the audience that I'm delivering to. And I just really like the idea that I'm going to be able to market my book myself, and I'm going to be able to do it my way, because I want to do it my way. It's just how it is. The fourth reason is a loyal audience. I think that I have pretty good amount of loyal audience on between my social medias of Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, and YouTube. I think that it's really important to build friendships and loyal audiences when you are becoming an author, and I can do a whole video about social media and everything like that, because I did take a course all about social media for marketing and specifically, and I feel like I have made some really good friends within the writing and the booktube community who would read my book and review it if I sent them an ARC, and that gets the word of mouth out. So I think having a loyal audience is something that I really like, and I really like seeing self-published authors who have put out their book and they're on YouTube. Their audiences are really, really supportive, and I think that's really awesome, because although traditionally published authors do have a supportive audience, I feel like when you are able to start as a social media kind of influencer and you're able to connect that way through publishing or through your audience, say interacting on Tumblr or Twitter or YouTube or whatever, Instagram, whatever you are, it just gives a more personal outlook, and people are more likely to want to pick up your books to support you when you are creating other content for them to look at, rather than just being an author first and then having a social media. And number 5 is totally a personal decision of mine, but I wrote down no more queries. And the reason that is I had a really, really horrible experience with an author. No, sorry. I had a really, really horrible experience with an agent recently that really just set me like on to the self-publishing route. I was already thinking about it in the back of my mind, but at this point I really want to, because I don't want to get another one of those kind of queries. I'm not going to get into it because not all the other queries I've gotten have been wonderful and they're great, but that is one reason, is I just had a really bad experience. It's going to take years for me to get this book published. And for me, if I can publish it within the next couple years, I'd rather do that. And I'd rather get my name out there, and that way I can finish this series and be done with the Dark Radiance series and move on to the other book that I'm mapping out right now. And that way I'm able to put out more content. I know I'm only 22, and I know a lot of agents or authors don't get book deals until well into their 20s. But for me, this is what I want to do, and I'm going to school for it. And if I can get a little bit of a kickstart into the writing career, I think that is a wonderful thing. And it never hurts when you are querying later on to have a book that has done well and does have positive reviews on it for agents to go look up on Amazon. So I think that's another part. Number 6 is that it kind of gives me a leg up. I'm really excited to self-publish Dark Radiance. I will keep you updated on the journey of this book, and I think that we're going to have a lot of fun. Along with keeping you updated on the journey of Dark Radiance, I've decided that I really want to start posting, along with my booktube kind of reviews and tags and just like fun bookish things. I also want to post author or like writer tips, because I have learned a lot in the past 6 years trying to craft a novel, and I'm not the conventional novelist. I'm not the conventional, oh, I'm going to outline and everything. So I've learned a lot. I've done a lot of research. I've learned from a lot of mistakes that I've had. I think other young aspiring authors can really learn from my mistakes so they don't do them, and I can also give tips on how I made my website, how I market my book, and just I think it's going to be a really fun thing. So I will be posting those. I will be posting a video every Wednesday. That's just the day that I think is going to work. If not Wednesday, it's going to be Thursday morning. Just Wednesday, Thursday just seems like a better, it's like right in the middle of the week, and it gives me time to post and edit while also going to school and having a full-time job. And then I will sprinkle in other videos throughout the week, just random videos, if I have extra content for you guys. If you want updates on when I'm posting videos or if I'm going to be posting an extra video, please follow my social media down below. It's all linked, and my website will be live soon. Also, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the little bell next to it. That way you'll be notified whenever I post a new writer update or writing tips or book video. I will see you next time. Bye, loves.